I've got all kinds of craziness going on. I'm up at the cabin, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here with our countdown to the LCW, which is the Live Challenge Workshop. Starting March 23rd, we're having a 5-day challenge with 5 days of bonus content and material to talk about and teach you how to launch your own super successful, results getting, customer grabbing, customer attracting, whatever it is that you want. Most businesses that I've worked with and that I've ever interacted with, one of the biggest things they want is more sales, right? More money, more sales, more profits, and that all comes from more customers. So I've done lots of challenges about getting more customers, but this is about how to do your own challenge, step by step, in 5 days, from start to finish, A to Z. You will know how, and the following Monday, or heck, Saturday if you want, you can launch your own results getting challenge. And that's March 23rd. But to count down to that, I thought, why not share the 20 just brainstormed list of 20 things, the biggest lessons that I've learned in my 47 years of business. Been in business a long time. Started my first business when I was 13, which is pretty young. But my dad was very entrepreneurial, and he worked in corporate America his whole career, but he also had businesses on the side. And of course, that set the example for me to do the same. So I spent over a quarter century in corporate America. God, that's a long time, quarter century. It sounds terrible. And then the last 47 years on the side, I've had different businesses. And then finally in 2004, I left my final job in corporate America and just stayed doing businesses and things on my own. And of course, that journey has been really interesting, up and down, up and down, up and down, because people try to tell you that business and life, really life is the same way as business, right? Is going to be this straight line of joy and happiness, and that's not the way it is. Yeah, there's tons of joy and happiness and love and light and things in our life, but there's also a lot of just stuff that happens, right? Maybe not to us directly, but all around us all the time. So I wanted to share some of that wisdom, some of the things that I have learned, because if I can shortcut even one person and save them some of the lessons that I've had to learn the hard way, then it's worth it. So today is day 11 of our countdown. Started with 20 and going down to 1, and then March 23rd we'll start the live challenge. Today is all about making quick decisions. Now it's interesting because on my Supersize Your Business page yesterday, I talked about sleeping on it and putting off decisions and really giving them the thought and the consideration that they need. And I totally do that, and I totally believe in that. Yet there are so many decisions that we should just make quickly and take action on that I've learned over the decades of business, that the person that can make the fast decision, the people in the team that can implement something the fastest, are the people that win. The people that get an idea and act on that idea quickly are often the first person to market, the first person to lead the field, the industry kings or queens or changers or disruptors. I guess disruptor is a big thing right now. So often the person that gets the idea and acts. There's this thought that if you get an idea, you're the only one in the universe that has this idea at the same time, or the only one on the planet. But the truth is, a lot of people get the same idea all at the same time, right? I think back to college, and one of my courses in college, we had to create a product line and then talk about how we would market. It was actually a marketing class back in the day, which in the 80s, marketing's changed a lot since the 80s. I think we can all agree on that. But in that class, we had to come up with a product idea and then say how we would market and launch it, with all the P's and the things that they teach you in college. And I actually did an idea about designer like pantyhose, different colors and textures of pantyhose. Now, this was back in the day when they were like one color of pantyhose. And so I had this idea that we'd make all different kinds and colors of pantyhose. Well, like the next year, and I didn't do anything with it, I just did it as a college class. The next year, all of a sudden in the marketplace, all different kinds and colors of pantyhose started to hit the market. And that's where I realized that there's ideas floating around all the time. There's opportunities floating around all the time. And it's the people that see them and then act on them that get ahead of the curve and win the game. So it's important to make quick decisions. It's also important to make quick decisions on things that just don't matter. What flavor coffee puck am I going to make this morning? There's 10 of them to select from here at the cabin. Does it really matter? No. Grab one, make your coffee, and go. Where are you going to eat lunch? Where are you going to eat dinner? Now that might matter if you've got health challenges, but even then, We've been eating how many meals in our lives? That should be a pretty quick decision. One of my biggest frustrations is going out with a group of people. Say there's 10 of us and nobody can decide where to go have dinner, right? And so you'll waste and you'll talk for like 45 minutes trying to decide where to go to dinner. Then you get there and you have to wait in line for 45 minutes to get in and actually get a table. So some things make quick decisions. Now I have a trick and I have a strategy, and this was a hard-fought, hard-learned lesson in making quick decisions. And how do you decide? How do you decide what to do and what decision to make quickly when you've got to make a decision fast, or you want to make a decision fast, when you have limited information? You've got a little information, but you don't have all the information that you'd like with respect to making this decision. And let's use the dinner example. So your friends and you are going to go out to dinner, and you don't have all the information about how long a wait's going to be at all the different restaurants that you throw out there and want to go to. Well, then my go-to method is, how do I feel about it? And I ask myself literally, how do I feel about this choice? If I make this choice, if I decide we're going to go to Green Mill instead of Pier 500, now I know the wait at Green Mill is probably going to be way less than the wait at Pier 500. And these are just restaurants in my area, but you get the example. Either way, how do I feel about it? How do I feel about what I'm going to eat there? How do I feel about what I expect the experience to be like? And it's just a gut instinctual feel. Now, I will admit, I didn't always listen to my intuition. I didn't always listen to my gut and how I felt about things. I used to. I'm a nerdy engineer. I've got an engineering background. I love math and science. And so I thought I had to have proof and facts before I ever made a decision. And I learned the very hard way by making some very bad decisions based on what looked good on paper, what sounded good, but I didn't check in with my intuition, because my intuition was screaming, don't do it, no! That's the wrong person to get in business with. That's the wrong person to partner with. That's the wrong customer to have. And every time that I didn't do that gut check or that intuition check, every single time, it's resulted in some really, really bad outcomes. I had a business partner that I can't even explain, or I couldn't even have imagined the nutsy, crazy stuff this person came up with and put me through. Unbelievable, up to and including the stress of me dropping dead. That was part of me having a sudden cardiac arrest 10 years ago. So you have to be careful, but in order to make quick decisions, the litmus test for me is always, well, how do I feel about it? And we usually feel one way or another about something. Some things we're just, milquetoast about, and we have no strong feelings about. And if you don't feel strongly about something, then just go with what seems to, or what will seem to give you the results that you want and move you in the direction of your longer term goals, the what you want more quickly and easily. Will we always make the right choice when we make a quick decision? No, but guess what? We don't always make the right choice when we make a long thought out, procrastinated, commiserated over decision. So today, this lesson learned is all about making quick decisions. And in order to make a quick decision, just check in with yourself and ask yourself, how do I feel about this? And you either feel positively or negatively. If you feel positively about it, move toward it. If you feel negatively about it, don't do it, right? That's it. That's it. Go out, have an awesome day. I'll share the link below with the live challenge workshop so that you can join us in. We're going to do it on, I'll do the recordings on the Thrive Challenge page. It's a Facebook page, and actually it's this Facebook page that I'm talking on, so you know where it is. And then I will share them in the private group, because in the private group is where you'll do your homework, participate, because guess what? You have to take action, right? When you make a decision, you want to immediately follow it up with action. So every day we'll have a small action item that you need to do, and you want to share it on the post in that day's challenge, because we're going to have prizes, and we're going to have a scavenger hunt. Since the challenge is over really 10 days, each of those 10 days, I will share in the group a clue to the scavenger hunt. And we're having a $25,000 value grand prize for that scavenger hunt. Whoever has the winning answers will get each of the 10 clues. You'll unscramble them, and then you'll enter by April 1st at midnight Eastern time. And I'll have all the details about that, and we'll talk about it every day during the challenge. So that's it. Go out, make some quick decisions today. If I can help you in any way, ask in the comments below. If you have a story to share about a quick decision that you made that turned out either good or bad, you could share that in the comments below as well so that we can all learn from that. Or if you have another way of deciding how you make quick decisions, if you have a strategy or a technique or a tool that you use, besides asking yourself how do you feel or doing a gut check, share that in the comments below too so that we can learn from it. Have an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow with another top 20 biggest lessons learned in business so far. All right, have a great day.